Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here at the channel today. And for those of you that have not yet done so, please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And if you find this information beneficial, please hit that like button as well. Now, our topic for you today, it's 10 things that never work for gym salespeople. It's 10 things that never work for gym salespeople. Take some notes on this. Watch this video a few times. How often do we fall victim to some of this? And if we are, let's get it fixed. Good chance you can get your sales, skyrocketing up relatively quick. So, number one thing that never works for gym salespeople is selling features. All we do is we point out our features. Hey, here's childcare, here's selectorized, here's free weights, here's cardio, here's group X, here's our trainers, here's our club, here's our locker room, here's sauna, steam, whatever you have, selling features. Now, let me say this. The industry can kind of fool us sometimes. Is because there's a certain amount of people that are going to walk into your gym. They're going to join no matter what. They came to buy. Okay, and we give this feature-based tour and we have success and we start thinking that, oh, we're pretty good. Probably not. Okay, they were just ready to buy and you weren't able to talk them out of it, maybe. Okay, but from a selling standpoint, do not be selling features. This will never work. It's not going to work for you. Okay, sell benefits, sell solutions, solve problems for people. This is what you're trying to do. Okay, but selling features, number one on our list. Number two, spending time with the wrong prospects. Spending time with the wrong prospects. I'll give you an example. One of the things that I see in clubs, we're always working for referrals, right? We're trying to get referrals, and we'll be looking at someone's production. The owner or manager will say, well, yeah, so-and-so over here, Joe, he really does a great job at producing referrals. And Joe's a young guy. He knows a lot of folks, and he's producing referrals. But the referrals that he's producing, they're 18, 19, 20 years old, and they're really not in a position, in most cases, to afford $100, $150, $200 a month maybe, for a membership program. And so all that time and effort that's being spent with those folks may not be best served. Okay, so making sure we're spending time with the right customers, but we spend too much time with the wrong prospects. In some cases, we have a tendency to mistake being busy with being productive. So don't find yourself spending time with the wrong prospects. Okay, and some of this, you can kind of think about, your follow-up and your nurturing. When I look at follow-up and nurturing, we got leads that are really hot, they're kind of ready to go. Warm leads, we're kind of moving them through. And you've got cold leads. Some of those will never buy. And where's most of that time spent? Well, most of that time spent is hot and warm, and we're trying to nurture these colder leads. And sometimes those can be the wrong people, but there's different ways to approach that, right? So don't find yourself spending time with the wrong people. Number three, what I refer to, we have happy ears. We have happy ears. And what I mean by that is we hear what we want to hear. We avoid the reality of what's happening. We simply hear what we want to hear. We have selective hearing, okay? And I'll give you one good example. This is, I've been time tested many times, but that whole idea of believing in be-back. So they're going to come back. They're going to come back. And not saying they won't necessarily, but what happens sometimes when we start to believe in that, okay, we start to avoid that reality that maybe they won't. When we start to believe in that, what happens is we stop following the procedure. We stop following the fundamentals. We quit following the system because all of a sudden we believe. Okay, and so we start to buy into that. So we start to have happy ears. So let's face the reality of what we have. And some of this is, oh, I'm here to get started. I'm here to get started. I just want to take that class. Oh, no problem. Take the class. Okay, they get done with the class. Oh, I got to go. Whereas maybe there's a better way to handle that, right? Okay, so happy ears. Number four, talking like a salesperson. Okay, the best way I can maybe create a visual here, talking like a salesperson, we care about us, we care about making the commission, we care about making the sale, we care about getting the deal, we care about you signing up. That's really not how you do it. Okay, what we're trying to do here is we want to solve problems for folks. We want to provide solutions. Okay, the more we do that, the more you're going to sign up. Okay, when we start putting our interest and our needs ahead of the customer, customers are smart. They're going to see this. Okay, and it's going to be a struggle for you. Okay, number 5. Man, this is something I talk about a lot, but it's waiting for things to happen. We wait for the phone to ring. We wait for people to come in. We wait for people to say yes. Okay, the biggest message I can give you here is make it happen. Go make it happen. If you make a mistake, I'd rather you make the mistake because we're too aggressive than too passive. Okay, but don't just sit back waiting for things to happen. This is not going to work for you. Okay, you'll get a little rush every now and then, some phone inquiries and some walk-ins and some different things that'll happen. It looks like you're having success, but in the long haul, it won't work for you. Number 6, what doesn't work? We spend too much time convincing. We're not trying to convince. Show people how we can solve problems. Provide solutions for them. This is really the whole cornerstone of this, right? So we're not trying to convince people of anything. Show them how we can solve problems. By virtue of that, they will be convinced. Number 7, winging it. Boy, for anyone not hitting their numbers, you can almost guarantee this is certainly where they're at. We wing it. Okay, we need to have a defined and proven sales process. So, how do deals get done? When that customer comes in, what exactly, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, what is each step of this sales process? Do not wing it. What we're trying to do for folks that are owners, managers, we're trying to create that environment that allows a motivated person to act. If we just allow them to wing it, it's going to be a struggle. They'll sign up the folks that can't talk out of it. They'll sign up the folks that are super interested and came to buy. Okay. Although I can tell you, there's times that I have shop clubs as a customer. I've gone in to buy. I've got the hat on. I haven't shaved. I got the T-shirt and shorts. And I got the American Express card in my pocket, ready to buy, and they still walk me out the door without asking. Okay. I have to say, hey, wait a minute. I think I'm ready to do something here. Okay, so let's don't wing it. Number 8, we don't make it easy. One of the things in business, we want to be easy to do business with, easy to sign up, easy to bring in referrals, easy to do everything. The easier you make it, the easier it's going to make it to do sales. If you require, even if it's just an extra click of a mouse, sometimes it's too much. Okay, so we're trying to reduce the number of steps. We're trying to make this an easy process to deal with. Number 9, this is a big one for a lot of you listening right now perhaps, is we're trying to sell something we don't believe in. You have to believe in this. As you heard me talk about before in some other videos, the very first sale that we make is the sale that we make to ourselves. Okay, we have to sell ourselves. Can I solve my customer's problem? And that has to be an absolute yes. Do I have the best gym to solve their problem at? Yes. Is now the best time to do it? Yes. And when I ask that question, most folks will say yes, yes, yes. But their numbers don't prove that out. Okay, those numbers don't lie. The math doesn't lie. The math is pretty honest. And being sold on this and believing in this sometimes can be a challenge, and it can be an up and down thing. Make sure we're revisiting that. But we have to really believe in this. We have to know, hey, I can solve your problem. Because it's going to allow you to take next steps. It's going to allow you to do other things that you ordinarily wouldn't be able to do. Okay? And then number 10, things that never work for salespeople. It's letting rejection get them down. Letting rejection get them down. You're going to face it. Rejection's part of it. It's just part of it. It's nothing unique to you. It's not unique to me. It's just part of it. Okay? And don't take it personal. What do they say in the movies? It's not personal, it's business. It's true. Okay? But here's what I would add to this. Okay? One of the things that I've also found, folks that really struggle with rejection are folks that really have nothing else in the pipeline. So, for example, if I'm being rejected, I'm not making the sale or the deal's not happening like I want it to, if I've got 3, 4, 5, 6 other people I'm talking to later that day, I can usually handle that rejection pretty well. If I've got nobody else on my appointment book, I may not handle that rejection so well. So make sure our pipeline's full. It's one of the little secrets that I've discovered over the years that really does help you handle rejection. So take a look at this. 10 things that never work for salespeople. Are you doing any of those? Are you falling victim to any of those? If you are, address them. Okay, and for those of you that want some additional help, we're still offering a 45-minute free strategy session. Click that link below to sign up for that, and then also click the link below to become involved in our newsletter and be getting that every week to learn more about how you can grow and develop your business and how you can improve the sales performance on a day-to-day basis. Folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company's Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate y'all being here today. Look forward to talking with you real soon.